become more, to do more, right? To have more, to be more. In order to excel in life, to become more, do more, have more, and be more, you must let go of everything you have right now, everything you do right now, and every way you're being right now, including the most important things, including the way you're thinking. See, once you get to a certain level of mastery, it gets down to the way of even the things that you're thinking. Like, even though, I don't know if you've watched my previous videos, but I do mention, even in the last video, I mentioned the fact that, hey, even the things that you're thinking are like thoughts. Your thoughts are they're things. You must let go of the way you're thinking. Okay? Let me share something with you really quick that's gonna blow your mind and make you realize the cage and jail that you live in, right? So right now, really quick, how are you going to even begin to think about, let alone act, of breaking out of a jail or a cage or a cell, if you're not even aware of it? You're not even aware of the cage, of the jail, or the cell that you're in. Okay, one right there. And then, if you want the things in your life to change, you must change the things in your life. The way you've been living, so look, there have been things that you've been doing a certain way. That's why you have the results you have currently right now. And nobody's gonna come knock on your door telling you, hey Timmy, you gotta change. Hey Johnny, you gotta change. Hey Susie, you gotta change. So this channel is mainly for men, for my men out there that are inspiring to be men, even kids, like young kids that are aspiring to be men, right? Because men are responsible, and I wanna shed the light on what worked for me, and I want to be able to give you guys the messages that are received from above by waking up so early and removing and doing the process of removal every single day. It's a brand new day, and you have to remove everything you attached to yourself from yesterday. Every single thing, no matter how good it was, no matter how bad it was, because you must not report anything. You must not report below here. You must not report to anything or anybody at all. Only place you must report is straight above. And so that's the reason of our wake up time. That's the reason we wake up so early. We wake up so early is because letting go of yesterday. Not saying, hey, I made so much money yesterday, then today I'm not gonna wake up. And see, that's where a lot of you guys fuck up. You guys make maybe like, a little bit of money yesterday, and tomorrow you took a vacation. You went to look, when you create the life that you love, right? You love waking up. You're grateful for every day. You don't need a vacation. You don't need a vacation. Why? Because you're so busy. You're so busy living that motherfucking beautiful life that you created that you don't want a vacation, because like your life is a vacation. You are living a vacation of a life, right? And that's what it gets down to, that inner peace and that inner bliss. And that's earned. That's not given. That's earned, right? So that's why the daily process of removal, every single brand new day you wake up and you say, hey, I am removing myself from everything from yesterday, every person, everything, everything, all possessions. I'm removing myself. Number one, wake up so early. And then number two, you report straight above. You receive the message straight from above. We feast on the table with the divine. Not as who we are, but just as a light, just as the light source, just as the conscious, not as me, as my body. Because look, I said it in the last video. I don't know if you watched my last video or not, but I said this. I said, hey, look, you don't say I'm hand, I'm shoulder, I'm chest, I'm head, I'm leg. You don't call to your job and say, hey, body's not showing up today, because you are not your body. So whenever you're reporting above, You don't report as yourself. You don't report as your body. You report as who you truly are, right? Your energy, your source, your light power. And so that's when you report straight above and you tap into the infinite intelligence. There's infinite intelligence that is universal, available to anyone, everyone, and every single atom. The way you tap into it is by releasing, is by letting go, detaching every single thing. And so the craziest part is that I don't know if you've watched my other videos, but this information is kept secret, number one, for a reason. Why? Because people want to profit off you, benefit off you, so they can, they can make money, they can profit off of you, right? So, and then number two, you guys, when you don't want to know this stuff either. Why? Because like I said, how are you gonna break out of a jail or a cell, or how are you gonna break out of a jail or a cell if you don't know that you're in one, right? And so that's why you don't want to know this information. You think this information is, well, I don't know what you think of it. Clearly you don't think it's important. How could you think it's important? Because you're not aware of it. But so back to the point, back to what I was saying is like, look, so there's information, right? And what it is that fact that like, look, your power, your source, your energy, your everything, you already have everything. But like, you haven't been taught the right things. And the reason for that is because you have needs and your needs are being met. You want to pay the bills, right? That's a need. You want the money. And so you go get a job, couple dollars an hour. And so now you're stuck. Now every day you wake up, and the only reason you wake up is just to go earn a couple of dollars. And you're not realizing you got trapped. But it's nobody's fault. You're not blaming, not pointing fingers, nothing. It's just you. You must wake up. You must wake up and realize what's going on. And I get it when the information is not there. But see, look, when the attitude is right, the fact don't matter. When the attitude is right, the fact don't matter. So when your attitude about wanting to know more, learn more, and be more, when your attitude is right, you'll get it. Right? You'll get it. If you're saying, hey, I'm willing to do anything to learn this information. I'm willing to do anything to learn this information. But then I tell you, I'm like, hey, okay, well now, you love watching your TV. You got to quit TV for a week. You're going to say, TV? I can't quit TV. You're like, hey, I want to learn this information. I will do anything to learn this information. And then I tell you, hey, you got to quit doing drugs. Drugs? I can't quit drugs. No, I can't quit drugs. No. You see, you have needs, and your needs are, as long as your needs are being met, you don't care. You don't care because like in the back of your head, you don't think you're worth it. In the back of your head, you don't think you're worth it. Maybe somehow, somewhere growing up, somebody yelled at you too hard or like smacked you too hard and you feel like, you're not worth it anymore. So now, like, you're not thinking of it, you're not aware of it, but deep down in your stomach somewhere, you feel like, you're not worth it. So all you want to do is make sure, like, you feel pleasure right here, right now, every single moment, instant gratification. That's why you take the drugs. Every time you feel some type of way, like, you go take drugs, go do something. And then there's a couple other reasons for that too. Other reasons is that the way you biologically are, your mind, your brain, right? Not your mind, but your brain. It releases chemicals based on experiences, situations, and events that you had, right? And look, your brain also stores those emotions, right? It stores those chemical releases. And so basically, if your brain does not stay in the familiarity of every day, it feels discomfort, it feels dis-ease. That's why you go to drugs, because you don't want to feel that dis-ease, you don't want to feel the pain, because you don't think it's worth it. You don't think you're worth it, right? You don't think you're worth it. That's why it's like, look, if you want to be more, do more, and have more, you have to let go of where you currently are, the way you're currently thinking, the way you're currently doing things, so you could be more, have more, and do more, right? You have to take the chances. This, like, I'm just touching the tip of the surface level. Like, it just goes so much deeper per person. And the way to it is a lifestyle. It's not by watching a video, reading a book like a cupcake. That's why you are where you are, because you are scared of letting go, because you don't think you're worth it. If you thought you were worth it, you would commit to bettering yourself, becoming more, being more, and doing more. If you commit knowing that, like, hey, I'm not gonna fail. The only reason you think you're gonna fail is if you are thinking with fear. If you're attaching yourself with negative emotions and you're thinking with fear, of course you're gonna think you're failed. Because look, to winners, to savages, to beasts, we don't give a fuck. We're unconditional with this shit. We're unconditional with the shit we want, because look, if shit goes our way, we're like cool, hell yeah, cool. But if shit doesn't go our way, we get even more excited. Why? Because like we're like, whoa, well, I wasn't aware of this. I wasn't conscious of this. Here, this is exactly where I get to learn, you know? Because it's like this every single day. You gotta wake up and well, every single day, every single moment, you gotta go living like this. How dumb am I? How dumb am I? Not how smart am I? How intelligent am I? But how dumb am I? What do I not know that I not know, right? That's what you have to do. Like everybody, you guys think like you know everything, you know this and that, but then like you don't have no fucking results. Gratitude is not just action. I've seen motherfuckers work, show up to gym, and for years, I've seen motherfuckers work for years. I've seen motherfuckers to gym for years, and they're in the same fucking place. Like that's not gratitude. That's not grateful. That's ungrateful. You're not grateful when you don't have any results. Matter of fact, you're throwing dirt on discipline. You're throwing dirt on work. Why? Because you've been showing up every single day for fucking years, but you have no fucking results. Like how selfish are you? How selfish are you? How ungrateful are you? It's all about you. When you take yourself out of it, you're so attached. You're so attached to everything. You're even attached to the way you think. Stop for a moment, ponder and think. Like where you picked up what you picked up. Who do you listen to? Number one, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Even in your head, like when you're thinking things, who do you listen to? Who do you listen to? Are you listening to somebody who's got $100 million net worth, cash money, not in real estate type of shit like that? Are you listening to like you? I don't know. So for some, like different people have different desires, right? Somebody's gonna be happy with the small cabin and somewhere in the woods in the forest, and that's what they want. They want a brand new car, this and that. And some people want 200 staff members. Some people want mansions. Some people want the lifestyle, the riches of the riches. You know, why is it different desires? Why is it different this and that? It's because of your paradigm. What is a paradigm? A paradigm is a program that exclusively controls you. Why? Because you are a habitual being. And so that paradigm has control over your habits, exclusively control over almost all of your habits. So that's what you have to do. You have to alter that program. But how can you alter that program if you're not even aware of that program? And so the way you become aware of it is uncomfortable. You have to make yourself uncomfortable. Why? Because that's what you're not aware of. Because what you're familiar with already. Every day you wake up the same way, you do the same shit, you talk to the same people, have the same conversations, and you're the same Monday you have this Monday, you're gonna have the next Monday. Same Tuesday, same Wednesday, same week, same month. You might have little bit of differences. But when you're living like a superior man, you're living like a man who's not attached to anything, a responsible man, a man who has a duty to serve his people, his family, his community, his state, his world, his country, right? You understand that it's not about the man. It's not about the man. It's about his people. It's about serving his people. And how can he better serve his people? Is by bettering himself first. Because look, I don't know if you guys have kids or not, but I have a kid, I have a son. And I don't expect my son to do what I tell him to do. I expect my son to do what I do, like from what he sees, not just what I do, but what he sees, right? And so that's why we have to be great role models, and we have to take ourselves out of it. We have to take ourselves out of it and think about other people. When we think of ourselves, we're not gonna have such a good time, because all we're gonna dwell on is the shit that we don't have. We're gonna dwell on shit that we don't have. We're gonna be a victim, survival mode, this and that. Like, that's taking all of our energy, right? I don't know if you watched my video, but energy flows where attention goes. That's where one of my videos is. But if you're putting your attention on yourself and you're dwelling on the shit that you don't have, this and that, whatever it is, right? And you're most likely doing that because you've been doing that. And you must notice there are certain people that you talk to on maybe on a daily basis or not, but you feel the same way. You feel the same way because you're addicted. Your mind, you're not your mind, but your brain is addicted to release those same chemicals. If it doesn't, then it feels like off. But that's what you need to lean into that. You need to lean into that discomfort, because that's what you're not aware of. And that's where you have the ability to do more, learn more, and be more. So guys, I love you. I appreciate you. On this beautiful Friday morning, we woke up so fucking early. We sat at the table right with the divine, not as ourselves, but just as light, as power, as source, as energy. So we can receive that message, right? Conduct our work below and bring it to you straight on your plate this morning, Friday morning, right? Well, how do we do that? We let go. We let go of everything. Why do we need to hold on to anything? We don't need to hold on to anything. Why? Because it's not us. It's not us. It's not us. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Choose to elevate, choose to be more, choose to do more. And even if nobody's doing it, choose to do the right thing. Even if nobody's doing it, choose to do the right thing. I love you guys. Appreciate you. Beautiful Friday morning. Let's go.